What is up, peoples? It is once again 12 minutes of nonsense with Nathan Hurd. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I am, so there it is. What's up, y'all? Yeah, man, just another again with 12 minutes of nonsense where I talk about nonsense for 12 minutes or so. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. Most times it's longer because I talk too goddamn much. But anyway, welcome. As always, please follow me on all platforms. Watch and share my shit. Subscribe to my newsletter if you want to keep up on all the Nathanings. And I actually like that. All the Nathanings and all my shows and stuff. And here's some nonsense. It's always fascinated how willing men are to fuck crazy. You know what I mean? Like like we are so willing to fuck crazy. Now, to be fair, it does go down the older you get. Like I'm less willing to fuck crazy today than I was when I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? But how at the same time though, how many of people fucked me and I was the crazy? You know what I mean? Like you ever think about it like that? Like some of us were the crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I was the crazy. Oh, I was the crazy mad times, y'all. Damn, I was the crazy. Ooh, I was the weird and crazy. I've just thought about some things for myself. I really got some apologies to make. Seriously, I was the crazy. I don't think I was the crazy every time, but I for sure know I was the crazy sometimes. So, hey, anybody who ever slept with me, man, I appreciate the hell out of it. I gotta thank my girlfriend. I think I need to buy her some. I ain't got no money. Maybe I could give her some. Nah, I can't give her that. A hug. I could give her a hug. I'll give her a hug and an apology. I think she needs both of those things. Damn, I was the crazy. You know what it is? It's because we are selfish as humans. We always think that the person on the other side is the crazy. We never think that we the crazy. Like like how often have you been somewhere and somebody will just walk up to you and be like, "Man, motherfuckers are crazy," and you assume that they talking about everybody else but you. You like, yeah, they are, man. They might have been talking to you. Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it. I'm crazy. Ah, I'm crazy. Matter of fact, that might be why I was in my youth so willing to fuck crazy, because I knew deep down that was crazy. You know what I mean? Like that. I feel like that was definitely part of it. Cause I did some unhinged shit. Like I did some things that I shouldn't have did that. Here's the fucked up part. I did things that like even I remember thinking to myself in the moment, I should not be doing this. This is a bad idea. You might die. But I still did them. And then I still remember afterwards thinking that was some fuck shit you did, you know? And so many of those situations was, just about me trying to fuck crazy. Damn it. But you know what? You know what though? I think that fucking crazy every now and then builds character. I think it builds character. It shows you where your line is. Like it shows you, okay, that was too far and I made it. So I don't think that, because there's certain people who's like, oh, that was too far. I'm gonna try it again, see if I can push it a little bit. And you know what? We need those people, because we need those people to go too far, so we know not to do that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I think about like how the first parachute was made. Like people were jumping without parachutes until too many people died from the height that they had got to. Because like the first dude who jumped off of something, it was like 2 feet. And then another dude tried it and it was 3 feet. And then like that just kept going until it was like 10 feet. And then some people was like, oh, rolled their ankle. And then some people like busted their whole shit. And then some people probably hurt themselves, but nobody was really dying. And then there was like 20 feet. And then people was getting real fucked up. Like people was getting hurt. People was not making it. They was having permanent injuries. And it was like, maybe that we shouldn't, maybe go back to 19. But there was a couple more people who were like, but no, I'm fine. Anytime I jump from 20, I'm good. And then somebody tried, 40. and they wasn't cool afterwards. But there was one dude who made it, and he was like, well, I think that's my limit. But there was 6 other dudes who saw him make him, were like, well, if he can do it, then I can do it, because we're apparently the same person now. And then they said, well, I'm gonna go to 75 feet, and none of them made it. And but one of them like kind of made it, like he was in a coma for a little bit, and then somebody was like, well, if he comed out, then I bet that 100 feet, what if I jumped, but I like used my shirt to like slow me down, like I tried to flap my arms or something like that, and he did it, and it didn't slow him down a lot. And then somebody was like, but his arms weren't flapping fast enough. And then they tried it, and they was flapping faster, but that didn't slow him down enough. And somebody's like, you just ain't got the big enough arms, homie. And so a fat dude tried it, and he flapped, and it worked like a little, but not really. He's still dead, like he's still not alive. But then somebody was like, you know what, we need something big that we can flap our arms that will carry the wind. And then, years and years after that happened, there was a dude who was like, okay, yeah, so this balloon, we do this, and then we put this balloon thing, this parachute over our head, and we actually don't hurt ourselves when we jump from 75 feet. Well, then, why don't we just jump from 1,000 feet and see if we could do that? Because this thing slows us down. So they did it, and they jumped from 1,000 feet, and then they jumped from higher and higher and higher, and now this motherfucker's jumping from space. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how the parachute was created in my head. That's how we did that. And so we needed that first person to jump from 75 feet and not make it, to know that we could make it. We just needed some help. And that's why I really do think that it is sometimes, not all the time, okay? Don't use this as, well, Nate said that every single time. No, don't do that. I'm saying sometimes, occasionally, every once in a while, it is a good thing that somebody is out there fucking crazy. Like I think that that's my overall conclusion going forward. Because like fucking crazy has led to some of my favorite friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the crazy that I fucked became friends. And here's the thing. I know some of them thought that they were like, oh, should I do, like I was the crazy for them. I was not only the crazy, but the weird. So like they were probably giving up more than me. And so I respect the fuck out of them. That's why we're friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you can fuck me, then you're good people. You know what I'm saying? Like you can throw me some ass, then you good people. You know what I mean? Especially back in the day, I was crazy, y'all. I was fucked up. I was depressed. I was a violent motherfucker. I was sad. I was angry, and I was unmedicated in these streets, and I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So cause I'm like Gen X ish. Like I'm a millennial. What is it? Zennial? Is that what they call it? Like I was born in 78, and I feel like there's a pocket of people that were born in like between like 76 and like 86 who is different than they kind of are Gen X, and they hit the tail end of Gen X and they hit the beginning of millennial, and so they know how to, and they were raised by like boomers and the silent generation, so they know how to navigate that. But they also know how to navigate the millennials and Gen Z. And they get Gen Z. You know what I mean? They get it. And Gen Alpha. But they're also hurt. And here's the thing. Like when people who say like, oh, it was good back, because that's not something that the Zennial will say. That we're not going to talk about how it was good back in the day. We remember how many serial killers there were in the 80s. Like it was so many people dying, yo. But you didn't you didn't see it, but it was like our friends. So like that people be like, oh man, back in my look, bro, so many people didn't make it, but you didn't have TikTok to tell you about every death. You know what I mean? Like you found out about them shits at school. There was so many motherfuckers getting kidnapped that they had to put commercials on that was like for every night that just said it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Like so many cats didn't make it, but it was just too many to, for everybody to get a t-shirt. That's too many. That's too many shirts. I ain't got money like that. I gotta spend all my extra cash to build this goddamn computer that I only have to do because there's nobody who builds them or fixes them. Gotta do it your damn self. Or you just don't get it done. Or you meet somebody who know how to do it, and that's how you met a new friend. People talk about all the good shit from back in the day, and there was some good shit, but dog, there was a lot of fuck shit back in the day. Like a lot of fuck shit. Crack breath was wild. Like, we don't really see a whole lot of crackheads no more. Like, there's some motherfuckers still on crack, and they need to up their game. But like, everybody was on crack back in the day, and everybody had, and like that crack breath, whoo, smell like dick and vandalism. God damn. I remember this. Well, there was a crackhead used to come around, and we used to give him some money to go get some crack sometimes, if he would go get us some shit, like candy, like ghost, and it was stolen. We knew, it was what he was getting was stolen, but like candy, or like I think he got us some toys, he got us some Transformers and shit one time. He also we used to fuck with him though. We used to ask him for like random shit, and I remember we asked him one time, we want dinner, like we want a dinner, and he was like, all right, cool. And we all thinking, oh, he's gonna go steal us a microwave dinner or something like that, or like he's gonna go to McDonald's and steal us like some cheeseburgers or something. This motherfucker came back a half hour later, running down the street, well, walking very fast down the street with like a room service tray, with a room service tray, with a dinner on it. And we was all like looking at it like, what the, first of all, I'd never seen a room service tray, and that was the first time I'd ever seen one. I've only seen them in movies up until that point, and I was like, what the fuck is this dude doing? And we were all just confused at where the hell he got a room service tray at. Like, cause the thing is I don't remember there being any hotels or like motels close to where we was at. So that's why I'm thinking, like, where, I don't know where that came from. Now, I was a kid. I'm like 9, 10 years old. So I obviously wasn't paying attention to my surroundings, but like, I don't remember there being any goddamn place where he could have got that goddamn room service tray. And I remember just thinking to myself, how the fuck, even at the time, I was like, the amount of different tasks that he had to perform to pull this off. Like, it's like 27 tasks. And I'm thinking, I'm like, bruh, it was like a magic trick. Because I couldn't have done that. If somebody would have asked me, like on a scavenger hunt, we need you to come back with a room service tray and some food, I would have just been like, oh, I'm not going to, I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't, today. Like, if somebody said that to me right now, today, and I have a wallet, you know what I mean? Like, I could call some people, but I would still be like, oh, that sounds like way too much of like, there's so many things that I'm going to have to learn how to do just to make that happen. There's so many uncomfortable parts and parts I don't want to do. But this dude wanted crack so bad, he was just like, all right, cool, give me a half hour, and I'll figure it out. And he did. He figured it out. And that has always been crazy to me. That is ambitious work. Man, if crack didn't, make you lose all your teeth. Also, crazy thing, crack makes you lose your teeth. It's the only time I've ever seen somebody spit out a goddamn tooth mid-conversation because it was irritating them. It was just like, man, this motherfucking tooth is bothering me. I'm trying to talk to Sheikah, you know what I mean? Like, Sheikah over here trying to give me the tea, and this tooth is, you know what? Get that fucking shit out of my mouth. Now, what you were saying, Sheikah, go ahead, Sheikah. Tell me the rest of this shit. I just had to spit that goddamn tooth out of my mouth. It was giving me the bothers. So crack does have the downside. You know what I'm talking about? Like crack breath and stealing. Because here's the thing, like he might have stabbed 6 people to get that tray. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking that it was some Benny Hill hilarious shit. But it very well could have been like, there could be some like 9 unsolved murders from that night when he stabbed 9 people in a hotel lobby, in the lobby of a Motel 6. and he stole the tray and he came back to us, and we gave him $5 and didn't eat the food because it was outside food. Like he was a crackhead and the food was outside, and I didn't know how he got the tray, so I definitely didn't know how he got the food. So we wasn't gonna eat that. Actually, I mean, I didn't eat it, but it got ate. Let's just say it got ate, but I didn't. I didn't eat it. Um, you know what I'm saying? I think growing up is hard. You know what I mean? Like I think that's what the conclusion of this is gonna be. That growing up is a difficult time for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Hard times and crack breath. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you fuck crazy. I guess is what we talking about today on 12 minutes of nonsense. Yeah. So that's about all I got today. I will see y'all next time. Please follow me on everything, y'all. I really do appreciate it. I'm so fucking broke. I'm trying to take my stepdaughter to Not Scary Farm before Halloween, and man, I'm so fucking broke right now. But like, she doesn't ask for a whole lot, so I love doing the things that she really likes to do, and she got to deal with my fuck ass, and she's just so goddamn great and awesome, and she makes me feel great, and I'm just really happy with her and her mom, like that they actually fuck with me. You know what I mean? Cause I'm crazy. I'm an insane person, and my girlfriend has to fuck crazy all the time, and she likes it apparently. That's weird. That's weird that she likes it. But I'm glad that she do. Boy, am I glad that she do, cause she fine. Anyway, hey, I will see y'all next time on 12 minutes of nonsense.